Good evening and welcome to NewsBREAK Live. I'm Nona Melkonian, filling in for Hiba Samad. It's Tuesday, October 8th at 5 p.m. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are the top stories for tonight. Road closures and traffic delays continue throughout parts of Torrance. This week, a localized pavement repair is taking place on Madrona Avenue between Del Amo Boulevard and Spencer Street. Southbound traffic was reduced to one lane for most of the day. Then tomorrow and Thursday, a grind and overlay of the pavement surface takes place on Carson Street between Palos Verdes and Anza Avenue. This continues on Carson between Anza and Hawthorne Boulevard on Friday, with eastbound traffic reduced to one lane. And across town, High and Calle Mayor middle schools will receive storm drain channel improvements to continue throughout next week. Speaking of construction, work continues at Del Amo Fashion Center for the new market set to open at the former TJ Maxx space near Carson Street. Witsuya Marketplace, a familiar Japanese market currently at Carson and Western Avenue, is expected to move by the end of the year to their new location. The new market includes an interior food court with space for about 12 separate restaurants. The nearly 40,000 square foot space will house a variety of unique and authentic Japanese grocery products, along with fresh foods and more. You can learn more online at simon.com. Torrance could make the cut to Hollywood once again. While many already know that scenes from popular TV shows like Beverly Hills 90210 and Buffy the Vampire Slayer were shot here in Torrance, did you know that movies like Bruce Almighty, The Longest Yard, Horrible Bosses, Scarface, and Boogie Nights also had scenes shot right here in the city? Torrance provided a backdrop to more than 200 movies and television series episodes, according to the Torrance Economic Development Manager Fran Fulton. A new Netflix original series may be looking to film here as well. The subscription-based streaming service has more than 148 million paid subscriptions worldwide, including 60 million here in the U.S. We will be sure to keep you posted on any new information. A Torrance-based leading business-to-business media provider has some exciting news to share. Bobbitt Business Media announced its newest partnership with iFire International. This agreement between the LA Regional Training Group and the LA Fire Training Conference focuses on professional development and training for firefighters of all ranks. The Regional Training Group represents more than 9,000 firefighters throughout the LA area. Torrance Fire Chief Martin Cerna, who is the president of the Los Angeles Fire Chiefs Association, shared his enthusiasm for new opportunities to provide impactful training for local firefighters and public safety partners. Members of the Torrance Fire Department will also participate in this learning opportunity. The conference will take place early May in the city of Long Beach. Torrance hosted a unique event recently, helping pet owners and their four-legged friends. Residents came out to the city's animal control facility at Wilson Park this weekend to get their pets vaccinated, microchipped, and licensed, all for a low cost. Medical volunteers were on hand to help along with Torrance police and animal control officers. According to Torrance Municipal Code, all dogs 4 months of age and 30 days in the city must be licensed. Failure to register your pet could result in a citation and court appearance. The city offers these clinics regularly. To learn more, call 310-618-3850. They're open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Well, it may be October, but it sure feels like summer. Today we saw a high of 75 degrees with an expected low of 62. Tomorrow there will be partly cloudy skies with a high of 70 and a low of 60 degrees. And then on Thursday it'll warm up once again with a high of 77 and then a chilly low of 57 degrees. California is making history once again as Governor Gavin Newsom signed into law Senate Bill 159 to make HIV prevention medication accessible to everyone without needing a prescription. Starting next year, pharmacies in California will be able to offer prophylaxis without a doctor's note. The pre-medication, also referred to as PrEP, is once daily pill that prevents an HIV infection before it occurs. Post-exposure prophylaxis, or PEP, is taken after possible exposure to HIV to avoid contracting the disease. Because the medication is most effective when it's taken within 72 hours of exposure, the new law will allow anyone needing to get the pill access right away instead of waiting for a doctor's RX. According to the CDC, the 2017 nearly 39,000 people received a new HIV diagnosis. Governor Newsom also signed into law a new bill aimed at lowering the cost of prescription drugs. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says the flu season may be picking up sooner than traditionally forecast. The CDC recommends getting a flu vaccine before the end of the month. If possible, doctors say to try and get the vaccine before the Thanksgiving holiday when more people travel and are exposed to more germs. The vaccine typically takes up to 2 weeks to build up immunity once you get the shot. For 2018 to 2019 flu season, which started last October and ended this May, the CDC estimated nearly 42.9 million cases of the flu and up to 647,000 patients that were hospitalized. They also counted nearly 61,000 flu-related deaths. While it wasn't a typical flu season, it was the record-breaking longest flu season in the past 10 years. Health experts say children 6 months and older, pregnant women, and the elderly are the most vulnerable and should get a vaccine by the end of October. There are ways to avoid getting sick. Wash your hands frequently, avoid friends and family members who are sick, and if you do get sick yourself, stay home from school or work. You can get more information at cdc.gov/flu. A popular month-long event returns to the South Bay. Considered the oldest Oktoberfest in Los Angeles, every weekend now through October 27, you can celebrate the German Beer Festival at Alpine Village. Located just outside of Torrance near the 110 freeway and Torrance Boulevard, you'll find festival-style seating, live music, German food including award-winning bratwurst, sandwiches, pretzels, imported beer, and a full bar. Families are welcome to join on Sundays. You can buy tickets online now at alpinevillagecenter.com/Oktoberfest. A local middle school teacher is being honored at the 2019 Los Angeles County Office of Education with a big achievement. Sarah Honeycutt tells us more.
And watch your positives and negatives.
Megan Wareham began teaching math at Hull Middle School 14 years ago and has been dedicated to her students ever since.
Now look for it.
Growing up, Wareham says she always knew she wanted to be a teacher. She grew up with siblings who seemed to understand math right away, but she struggled. She wants her students to know that even if you are struggling or feel like you have to work harder, it is still possible to be good at math.
My big thing is that growth mindset, that it's really okay to make mistakes. And it's part of because as I grew up, I had to learn that. So as we're moving on to these kids to high school, I really want them to know that mistakes are okay and really making sure that they know that they can do this, they can try again, and I'm here to support them.
Wareham says her priority is developing a meaningful relationship with each student. Through her commitment and compassion, students like 8th grader Jensen Ward look forward to her class, feel comfortable asking questions, and enjoy working together.
Sometimes when I see her in the morning, I'll smile, and I don't even notice that I'm smiling, but it's just because I'm happy or excited to go to that class. She just makes us feel like we're very safe, and that if we say an answer and we get it wrong, we're not going to get made fun of. We're just going to learn from our mistakes. We're not going to be held back from that.
Wareham has created an impact inside and outside of the classroom. She has taken on a number of other roles, including teacher leader for the math department, department chairperson, student council advisor, math team advisor for Hull and TUSD, Relay for Life chairperson, achievement committee for students, and co-coordinator of the TUSD Math Field Day. It's no surprise Wareham was chosen to represent the district at the LACOE Teacher of the Year program and selected as one of the top 16 Teachers of the Year. Wareham says her classroom is a place where math is possible, no matter how you feel about the subject. She has created a fun and inviting space that makes students excited to learn. She feels honored and humbled to be named Teacher of the Year. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Sarah Honeycutt.
Thanks, Sarah. You can learn more by going to tusd.org/school/Hull. Well, here are some upcoming events you won't want to miss. Bike enthusiasts, mark your calendars for the 42nd El Camino College Vintage Motorcycle Show and Swap Meet this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at El Camino College. Check out hundreds of antique motorcycles and vendors at this one-day event. Admission is $15 and kids 12 and under are free. Then on Sunday, the live programming platform for NPR affiliate KPCC presents Unheard LA live in Torrance. This live community-driven storytelling series takes place at theaters around the greater Los Angeles area. Each show is free, unique, and features a curated lineup of real people sharing true stories of life here in Southern California. It takes place at the James Armstrong Theater from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. To RSVP, go to torrancearts.org. And if you're looking for a fun place to celebrate the fall season and Halloween, head down to Tagavi Farm Pumpkin Patch, located at Del Amo Fashion Center. Fresh quality pumpkins are available for picking along with fun activities. You can find them at 21800 Hawthorne Boulevard. Well, in just 2 minutes, the owner of one of Torrance's most popular breweries is here to talk about growth and expansion. We'll be right back.
Awkward. Do I look familiar? I should. You might remember me from here. Here. Or maybe even here.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
It can actually be a perfect moment to reach out to a friend and ask if they're okay if they seem down.
It doesn't matter how you say it.
You all right?
Everything's okay?
All G?
You all right, girl? You cool?
You bugging dog.
Just show you're there for them.
Go on, Kelly. It's easy awkward.
Hey, you haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Queen is just my everything. Right now, I wouldn't know where my life would be without her.
They say chivalry's dead. It's not. Terrence is a gentleman. He opens doors. His smile did it. His smile, his eyes, his knowledge. My landlord, he decided that he wanted me to move based on the fact that I was transgender. It takes me to a place of no hope. It takes me to a place of loneliness. It saddens me. When you discriminate against somebody in housing, where do these people go? Let's just respect people in everyday life for just being human.
Welcome back to the second half of NewsBREAK Live. Joining me is co-owner and founder of Smog City Brewing Company, Lori Porter. Thanks so much for joining us, Lori.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You and your husband opened the brewery in 2011, and you were the 13th brewery to open in the LA area. Now, fast forward 8 years later, and there are 93 breweries open in the area. What does it feel like to have been one of the first in this craft brew movement?
Well, it's incredible. You know, starting off in 2011, we had to do a lot of education on what craft beer was, where it was produced, what a tap room was. Now it's become more of a lifestyle for people in Los Angeles. They go to tap rooms on a regular basis, and they understand the inner workings of it. So I really enjoy being one of the earlier craft breweries that opened here. I can never take all the credit, but I do feel like we have contributed to the growth of this industry, and we've worked really hard to be great stewards to the craft beer industry here.
And you have some exciting news now, and you're continuing to expand and grow. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's a little crazy. We weren't planning on opening a tap room in the South Bay, but an opportunity came along, and the old Zymergy Brew Works was looking for a new partner to take over the space so that Bill Baker could go back to focusing on educating the kids over at Victor Elementary. And we felt like it was a great fit. It has all the bits and pieces that we want in our tap room. It's got education components, it has the tap room component, and so we were able to flip his brewery and tasting room into a really cozy, intimate atmosphere in which you can come and explore the beers that we produce at Smog.
Now it's going to be called Smog City West. Are you hoping to kind of recreate some of that magic that's in Smog City, or kind of blend it with what Zymergy was and blend the two?
Well, every tap room has its own unique personality, and so we respond to the community, respond to the space, and of course we want to carry that beautiful special sauce that we've created over at Smog City. I think that we've built a great community there that's really tight and really excited about craft beer. But at Zymergy, we have an opportunity to connect more with our customers in a very intimate space. We are also able to highlight the Wood Cellar program, which is our sour program, experimental and wild ales. Many people don't know that we have one of the largest barrel programs in LA County, And now we can actually showcase the sophistication and the investment that we've put into that space through this tap room.
How exciting. And speaking of exciting, opening night for Smog City West is soon approaching. Is that right?
Yeah, this Saturday. So we've been soft open for 3 weeks trying to get ready for the big party. And Saturday, October 12th from 2 till 8 p.m., my husband Porter and I will be there saying hi, mingling, celebrating, and probably pouring a bunch of beers.
And what are the beers that you'll be serving?
Well, we're always highlighting the Smog City classics. You'll see Little Bo Pills, Smog City IPA, my personal favorite coffee porter. And then also what makes Smog City so special is we'll have our wood cellar beers. So we have currently 7 beers on tap that are exclusive to that tap room. You will not find it at Smog City Brewery. You won't find it at our tap room in Long Beach at Steelcraft. So it's an opportunity to try some of our more experimental but easy drinking and delicious beers that are on tap.
Sounds great. And for non-beer enthusiasts like myself, tell me what makes your brews unique and what's the process like to create that brew that you get
Yeah,
fresh?
absolutely. So we have one of the most diverse tap lists in LA. We make everything from a light lager, a Little Bo Pills, to coffee porter, IPA, to bourbon barrel-aged beers and sour beers. We work very closely with local farmers to source seasonal produce. We do beers in bourbon barrels to excite the people that like spirits. We have a wine and beer hybrid that gets wine drinkers excited. So it's really a special place to be able to come into Smog, say, hey, I'm not sure where I fall in the spectrum of craft beer, and then our beer tenders can actually walk you through that process and introduce you to new products. I highly recommend that you get a flight and enjoy a $2 or $3 taster so that you can experience beers you wouldn't normally take a chance on.
Note taken. In addition to expanding the brewery, you've also expanded the taproom space with outdoor patio at Smog City. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so a year ago, last April actually, we were able to expand the patio outside of the original brewery on Del Amo. And we added about, 1,400 square feet of outdoor space. You can go and enjoy this beautiful California weather. You can sit outside, or you can come inside and sit in the shadows of our fermenters. So it gives you an opportunity to sort of pick your space, pick your atmosphere. Each little area of Smog City has a different feel to it. And so I think it's nice to be able to tailor it to yourself.
That's great. Now, in addition to providing great quality beer for the community, you're also giving back to the community as well, which I think is great. Why do you feel like it's so important to give back?
Well, my husband and I truly believe that is important to give back to your community in order to build a stable and long-lasting business. So for us, we want to reward and thank the community that supports Smog City. And the way we've done it is by partnering with 1% for the Planet in 2017. That commitment means that we give 1% of our gross revenue to environmental organizations of our choice. And what we've chosen is to impact as close to home as possible. So we partner with the Bay Foundation, Friends of the Madrona Marsh, the South Coast Botanic Gardens, the Aquarium of the Pacific, and many more. We do 10 partnerships a year, and those partnerships are directly related to the community that's supporting us.
Good for you. Thank you so much for joining us, Lori, and congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much for having me.
What an exciting future for Smog City Brewing Company. Be sure to follow them on social media, check out their website, and if you're 21 and over, you'll want to try out their tap room as well. Well, that does it for NewsBreak Live. If you have news or video that you'd like to share, email us at newsbreak@torrance.gov. Also, if you've missed any part of the show, you can catch it on Torrance City Cable's YouTube page. City Council is dark tonight, returning next Tuesday. We'll see you then. Have a great night.